How's everybody doing today? You guys all ready to race? Who's going to win? All right. Well, what's going to happen if you lose? That's not going to happen. There's one confident, all right? All right, yeah, Dale Earnhardt, I've said this before in church. Some of you know who Dale Earnhardt was. He was called the Intimidator. He drove a black number 3 Chevy around the racetrack for years. And his phrase, one day when a reporter said, "What do you think about second place?" You know what his answer was? "Second's just the first loser." All right? We're going to see who's going to win today. But I'm going to be willing to bet that we're all going to win today. Because we're here to worship a loving, living God. All right? So for our message today, we're going to talk about bright spots. All right? So my question for you today, how many of you ever have gone for a hike in the dark in the woods? Anybody? You have? All right. To the bathroom, all right? Well, necessity breeds things that we do, right? If we have to go, then we have to go, right? That's the way it works. Well, why don't you go for walks in the dark in the woods by yourself? Anybody? You can get lost. All right. Why else? Okay, all right. A bear could eat you, all right. Well, why don't you go in the woods by yourself? You could get hurt, all right. Do any of you get scared when you're in the dark by yourself? Yeah? It's okay to admit that, right? The dark can be kind of scary. But do any of you hear noises in the woods in the dark or out somewhere in your yard and wonder what it is? We'll get curious, right? Yeah? So the dark has a couple things to it. Number one, it is scary. We're in the dark by ourselves somewhere. It can be pretty frightening to be there all by yourself. Especially when it's really dark, right? So around here when it gets dark, we can still see a little bit, right? We have lights on houses. We have other things going on. When we go hunting in the mountains and we're up there camping in our tents, we can't see anything. There's no light, it's pitch black, right? And there are bears in the woods there, so no, the bears could get eaten by the bear. Those times we get scared. One of my biggest fears in hunting has always been being by myself out in the woods in the dark and not knowing how to get back to camp, right? And that can be scary getting back. But there's also something you kind of hear things and you want to see what's there. Well, today we're going to talk about darkness in terms of sin and in terms of life, all right? So in the Bible, dark is referred to as sin and bad stuff, right? Okay, so when we talk about dark, just like we're scared of it here, dark in the Bible talks about all the bad things that happen, all right? So maybe not doing your homework, getting in a fight with your parents, fighting with your brothers and sisters, not listening to your teachers. Does that ever happen to anyone? No. All right, so, of course it doesn't, right? You're good all the time, right? Yeah. All right, so dark is those kind of things, all right? Being bad. Maybe eating food that we're not allowed to eat, all right? How many of you snuck in the refrigerator and got something out your mom said not to eat? Yeah. I'll raise my hand. Yep, we all have, right? So we disobey and we do things we're not supposed to. Does anybody know what the light is in the Bible? You know what the light is in the Bible? Jesus. All right, you're right. That's always the answer in church, right? Jesus is the light. So when we talk about life in the Bible, we see darkness as the bad stuff. Satan, sin, problems, challenges, getting beat down in life and being scared. Getting eaten by the bear, if you will, of the life around us. All right? But when we're in that darkness, we don't have to be scared. Because there's always a light shining, and we just have to go towards it. And that light that is always shining is salvation in Jesus. All right? So when you guys are lost or scared or alone, I'm going to encourage you from now on to look for Jesus, to look up. All right? And He will guide you. He will lead you. He will take you where you need to go. All right? So we're going to talk about light today with the adults in a little more, maybe deeper way. But I want you guys to understand that life is dark. All right? We get in trouble. I'm an adult, and I still get in trouble. Right? Ask Miss Matt. Right? I get in trouble quite a bit. Right? So I still get tempted by the dark to do things that I'm not supposed to do. All right? Like I take Miss Maddie's stuff and I don't ever put it back. Right? And then she has to go find it. But we always have light. And every day, I pray that Jesus will help guide me through life. That I will be clean in the light, that I'll be warmed by the light, and I'll be led by the light in all that I do. All right? So what do you guys think? Do you think you can try to follow the light? It's a big task, right? There's a lot of world around it. But Jesus is always calling to us and always wants us to come home. Make sense? All right. That's the word for it. You're probably praying today that you'll be with us and guide us, that you'll lift us in your hands. That, Father, you will keep us in your name. That, Lord, when we're surrounded by the dark, we'll see you and follow the bright light. That, Father, we'll see those bright spots in our lives and lead to them for your glory and for your will. We pray these things today, that you'll be with these young men and women, guide them and direct them in your will and your way. In your name we pray, Lord. Amen.